You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, LuchaCentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
I got a fart box for
Hold on. We need to clean. We're back.
Okay.
Welcome to another edition of Mass Match and Mayhem. I'm your host, the Outlaw LA Red. You can find me on social media at JustinHarvey75. You can find the entire show on social media at MMMShow75. And today, I guess I'll start with you, Meef. Byron just left.
Yeah. I got figurines.
You're moving it too fast. I can't tell what it is, Meef. You got to hold it still. It's focusing. It still looks like Deadpool from Origins Wolverine.
Oh, it is. It's the Veruvian hack. But like, this is what I want to show you. Is if you can see it, that's a double joint on the knee.
Oh yeah.
Wow. For articulation. That's insane. The articulation on these is absolutely incredible.
So what are you doing with these figures, Meef?
Well, I got talking to Eric, who owns and makes all these stuff at
where's
Studios.
Eric?
Eric sent me these because we were having a conversation with Jesse Hernandez, Urban Aztec.
Mm-hmm.
And they posted up a picture of the Tezcatlipoca Jaguar Warrior.
Oh yeah, dude.
Which is...
Wow.
Ooh.
That's the headdress. Yeah, I got that. Headdress. And it comes with a Macwattle. Macwattle. The Obsidian sword.
Sweet.
And I got actually but he was like, "Oh, I'll send you a figure," and okay, there we go. Byron being clever. So
you've certainly got your work cut out for you then, huh?
Oh man. Meef.
You're painting all those, right?
Yeah.
But I also put in a good word for me, Meef.
Okay.
I am looking for Vitruvian Hacks Vandar, the Wandering Barbarian. I do not want to pay $50 on eBay, though. So if he has any lying around, I would like to purchase one from him.
I will ask Eric.
Yes, please.
But he said he'd send me like one and the figure. So I was like, oh my god, let me pay you at least for postage. You know what I mean? And he actually sent me the male and the female blanks, and nice. I got two sets of Tezcatlipoca and two of the Luchador set as well.
Ooh, which I don't think is out yet, right? Or either of those out yet for purchase? I didn't notice them on the site. Yeah,
but they're the ones that you have to buy in the blind boxes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They do a lot of cool, like little accessory packs, and they have blind box ones that you can get a lot of stuff. Really cool figures. They're a different scale than the Lucha Bros are going to be in. They're like G.I. Joe scale instead of like wrestling figure scale.
4 inches, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can get this.
So what is that? Describe that for me.
It's almost like a Batman style. The actual eyepiece goes up, so it's kind of like a Ray Batman mask almost.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be fun painting it, but it comes with as well a little belt.
Oh, nice!
That actually has the Aztec seal on one side, and on the other one, it's kind of got. My camera's terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of the raised logo one.
See, that's pretty cool. I got something today too. I got Roy from Friday the 13th Part 5. Scissor Me Timbers. Oh, look at this. He's got the Brutus the Barber shears, baby. And look at that. Oh, spoilers. I also all the weapons you need to murder someone while they're taking a shit.
I also got something which I don't have handy, which is a B Wata t-shirt for the 80th birthday of Bruce Lee.
Nice. Yeah, yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday, Bruce. Fuck you, Meef.
Byron, we can go back to 4.
Yeah, I was going to say, get off my hand.
Go back to the 4 shot for all the audio listeners.
Too much sexy for people.
That over there is at Lucha Gringo.
Hi.
What's that hat, sure. Lucha Gringo? Have I seen that one before?
It's Leatherface from Japan.
Dope.
Leatherface, IWA Japan. Ordered it from Stash Pages, good homies. They had an ECW light up sign, and the fucking shit sold out in 2 minutes, and I didn't get one.
Dear Lord.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I have a great unboxing for us.
Ooh, we should get to that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Byron. Hi, Byron. How you doing?
Oh, who?
Do we have audio from Byron?
We can't hear him. He's plugged in. What a fucking
episode ever.
Does he know the show started already? See, normally we do a whole bunch of chit chat, this, that, and the other thing. But this time, as soon as I got in and I saw that Byron was already recording, I just started the show because of the fact that I really want to watch the Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight. We're recording this on Saturday, so by the time you hear this, the results will be in. But I'm going to watch that fight anyway, just because I feel like they're both capable enough and old enough that it's kind of a fair match. I don't know.
Let's be honest. Our generations here, which span a little bit, we love the nostalgia. We still go to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone films.
Yeah. I watch Cobra probably once or twice a week. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
I still don't get why he cuts the pizza with the scissors. What the fuck? It bothers me.
Byron, do you have audio? Are you a part of this show, Byron?
I should have audio. I have.
Oh, there he is. Hey,
welcome. It was working the whole time. I didn't change anything.
Shaving a haircut, 2 bits. There he is. Yeah. Well, we haven't heard you say anything yet. Hi, Byron. What's going on in your world? Are you just hanging out with cats?
Yo, Byron, show off that fucking merch you showed me, dog.
The cast.
He got the coolest thing. Byron got the coolest shit out of all of us, and he's not sharing it on the show.
Oh, the Joe Bob thing?
Yeah.
What did you get? Go get it.
I have it on display right now. All right, I have to go get it.
Have you displayed it on the show?
I'll show you a piece of Joe Bob merch that just came while we're doing it. This is Halloween Hootenanny Joe Bob. Look at that Halloween jacket. He comes with beer food grip. He comes with a little jack-o'-lantern.
I love beer food grip every time.
Comes with a sexy orange.
Pretty dope.
Suit. Yeah.
See, Byron apparently didn't get the memo that this show isn't just about Lucha Underground, that it's about, pop culture and wrestling and things that we like. The only reason we do this show is because we'd like to talk to each other about shit that we like. That's it. That's the entire point of the show. That's it.
So right? Joe Bob's Kung Fu.
Yeah, we're not going to make...
So, here, I'll do this, right?
Awesome. Do the one, baby.
So, I got this book from my friend Sean at the New York Horror Film Festival.
Oh, hello.
That's when my it's cool when you guys make sound when I talk because it mutes me. So he sent this to me. I filmed the Baitani played there many years ago. It was awesome. I didn't really look too closely at it until today because I'm putting up shelves and furniture and stuff. So I found this to put it on display, and I noticed it's signed by Joe Bob.
Oh, snap.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty dope. Which I'll put it right next to my little Joe Bob doll.
First of all, it's an action figure, and I already showed him off while you were gone because I opened mine because I'm not a monster.
Oh, never open it. Never ever open it.
I like to open some stuff, but I love the artwork here, and
I gotta tell you, I should not have opened this guy, Shit Toad Chet from Weird Science, because the new version that's out doesn't say Shit Toad on the packaging, and mine does.
Oh,
it just says Toad.
Oh,
but look at that.
Casey did it to himself.
You know what else I got? I got Macho Man.
Jim's laughing right now.
I got Macho on my computer watching me edit.
Yeah, who's your handsome and talented friend that got that for you?
Look at the articulation.
I don't know. Maybe I'll remember when I see an Eddie show up.
Dude, there's no Eddies. You're getting Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, and you're gonna fucking like it. Me for a family show, Jesus Christ!
Holy Jesus! So, yeah,
nice articulation.
Do you know what hasn't shown up? The Mandalorian.
Wait, the one that Byron was supposed to send you?
I sent it. I have proof.
Oh,
this one,
right?
Byron.
This one? Yeah, I mean, this one right here. It's right here in my hands.
Just don't look too closely on my shelves. It's totally on its way there.
To be fair, I checked, and like, there's like loads of people complaining about the same kind of shit. So it's either been stolen.
Hey, Meef. Look at that double knee articulation. That's so amazing. Oh,
I mean, the thing about the Mandalorian, the thing about packages being sent out of the United States right now is who would want to have anything from this country? It's just drenched in disease right now.
Yeah, I mean, except for Star Wars figures that you can't get in the UK for some reason. Third world countries have problems. What can I say?
Well, LA is officially shut down completely again.
It's Monday, right?
Like total lockdown on Monday. Yeah, I made some posts the other day about, how some of the worst days of COVID are the best days of the stock market. Totally follow the money. It's like everyone is all like, oh no, LA is in a plague zone and we have to be super duper careful, but we're going to let everyone finish shopping for Christmas first. It's like, your health and your safety is of everyone's concern unless it is involving somebody losing money.
It's the same thing happened here. Like universities let students cut, because like my town especially is literally a student town, and the housing is actually all just in the town. There's no real campus.
Right.
So like the landlords make like hundreds of thousands a year, and it's always like, the same people obviously own several houses, if not, a few 100 houses each.
Yeah, they just follow the money. It's not some secret science. It's a capitalist society. I'm not going
to. I thought you were trying to get some cross-style conspiracy theory instead. But everything you're saying is checking out.
No, but he did like my post, even though I said this is not a conspiracy theory. I thought for sure that would not get a like from Cross, but he liked it anyway.
Yeah, but that's the ultimate conspiracy theory.
It's when you say it's not a conspiracy theory, so people don't know it's a conspiracy theory. That's like
wild.
See, but the thing is, it's and people have done posts or billboards about like how people are going broke and homeless while like Jeff Bezos just doubled his billions of dollars since COVID. The thing is, people still spend. You could buy online. It's not like you can't do that. You could get stuff delivered. Like we were managing, especially takeout. Like I spend more money on during COVID than before, because you have to get groceries. I was in New York. You have to get groceries delivered, or you just get takeout all the time, or delivery. It's the thing is, the economy won't suffer as bad if we do the lockdown to keep people safe, because we have no other defense, and then you help people out financially. And they're not gonna the rich people put that money in a bank, because that's how they got rich. But we need to spend it on presents and bills and food. So if you just give us a little bit of money and we stay home for a little bit, we'll spend all of it and probably more.
Well, goods and services are not necessarily slowing down. And again, evidenced by the stock market doing well. Certain products that are consumed in the home or ordered through online services or food, people are still eating and wiping their butts. I mean, if you're a toilet paper manufacturer,
putting things in them.
Pandemic certainly hasn't hurt you in any fashion. It's just those things like in-service stuff and group environments and, certain aspects of entertainment like live concerts. Dear Lord, if you're a rock band that counts on touring right now, you are screwed. If you are a movie theater right now, you are not selling a whole bunch of popcorn. Yeah. Those kind of services are just decimated. But hey, it is what it is. Hey, I want to get to something important. Does anybody have Little Cholo's link for his merchandise?
I just sent him a DM, but I think I have his Pro Wrestling Tees thing.
Here's the deal, guys. Go out, and I need this link myself, because when we'll post it in our links this week too. My man broke his foot at the worst time possible when he finally picked up some bookings. He was looking at going into the new year. Good. So what is it? ProWrestlingTees.com. Wrestler t-shirts. Oh, it's just Lil Cholo. If you look up Lil Cholo on Pro Wrestling Tees, you can hit my man's merch. Please, if you want to support, people say buy local. Well, this dude is local to us in LA. We've been watching him wrestle for a gabillion years. He's been on a show a couple of times. He's definitely a friend of the show. He hit a bad break. He broke his foot in a match. Finished the match, by the way, because he's freaking rock star and didn't blow any spots after that. But then now he's got to cancel the rest of his bookings for the year, and he's going to be laid up for a few months. So hook my man Lil Cholo up. Go to Pro Wrestling Tees, search Lil Cholo.
Yeah, Byron,
him on Facebook.
show them the shirt, dude.
Oh, this shirt. So check this out. I got a Cholo shirt right now, and I've been complimented on this walking the mean streets of Bed-Stuy.
Dude, because that's
How
hard
about
as fuck.
How about LA though? How many people are giving you compliments about a white guy walking around with a shirt that says Cholo on it in LA?
It also says strong style, so it's completely false advertising all around.
Dude, that's a dope shirt. That's one of the two that's available on Pro Wrestling Tees right now.
That's trust me, don't worry. I work snug. I'm gonna see if I could do this.
Like snug in your bed is not the same kind of snug, Byron. I don't think that they're the same. I don't think
he means snug in the butt. He means in between the cheeks.
It
fits snug.
He's got the kung fu grip.
Understandable.
All right. I'm gonna try and do this for our lovely video.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, look at that.
It's working.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's Lil Cholo's page on Pro Wrestling Tees. And they probably have some good sales right now too. They have their Cyber Monday sale still going on Tuesday. How long does Cyber Monday still go? I think it goes all week.
Yeah, I think it goes until Friday.
These aren't even the expensive shirts, so who gives a fuck? Just buy them if they're not on sale. But but you shell out the few extra dollars for premium soft, and then Cholo gets some of that extra money as well. But don't be a savage. Buy premium soft. Come on, we're not assholes. You get premium soft. So you need to buy these shirts. We'll do
premium soft lasts longer too. I feel like the ink stays on with heavy washing better than the other ones.
So we're gonna add that one to cart. Then all these stupid things. Okay, now let's go back.
Financials.
Come on. All right. Now we're gonna get the next one.
You're doing both. See, this is a real hero right here. A real hero gets them both.
Dude, I'm doing the same thing. I just don't know how to share fucking video. Jesus Christ.
We don't need to share everyone's video.
Listen, you get this one in black. You can't wear the same shirt every day.
Oh, Byron, you could buy long sleeve, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, nice.
I run too hot to wear long sleeves.
How about a soft tank top, bro?
I'll buy one long sleeve to put underneath the short sleeve one. Because I feel like that would be what Lil Cholo would do.
So that would definitely.
I'm absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome! They have the soft style tank tops. I didn't know that.
That's what I just said, bitch.
No,
Byron doesn't listen.
No, that's why I went to it. Add that to cart. Wonderful. Yes. All right, you guys don't get to watch my credit card numbers.
Yeah,
you guys don't. That's the only thing I'm holding out for. 4 6 5 3 4 9 6 6 2 7 2 8 5 8 5.
Let's be real. Credit limits probably real low anyway. We don't need to see it. I hate how they make you select a color when there's only one color. Yeah. Get me all excited that I can order this in a different color than black.
It's just the way the platform is built. Look, dude, every t-shirt in the world should be black. But that's just me. Or red.
No, I like orange.
Okay, first of all, that's racist. Second of all, that's really racist. Okay.
Man, come on. You can't call me a racist today. I just finished watching
really nice and dark red.
Between the World and Me on HBO. That's some deep shit.
I just been watching I've been watching Different Strokes. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Wait, okay.
What's that on HBO?
Between the World and Me, they did a special out of the Tanisi Coates book.
Oh, rad.
It's dope. It's real good.
Can I have your login?
No.
Hold on. I thought he was going to ask for your autograph then.
Wait, no, I guess you give me the New Japan one for a minute. So my login is
my New Japan one for a minute. God
468865532947. Expiration date 08/2028. All right,
here we go. Actually, Kiz Fizz this shit. We don't share logins with people.
Never.
Only Kenny logins.
Yeah, and I'm paying for that Mike Tyson pay-per-view later too.
How did Casey not do a split roast joke after the sharing Kenny logins?
Because I'm trying to fucking buy Cholo's shirts right now.
All right, while he's buying Cholo's shirt, I got to get to some super duper important stuff. I am going. Go ahead. What, Casey?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I've got a pro wrestling tease related thing to do, but go right ahead.
No, we'll give that like a segment, man. Let's give that time. Okay. Let's give that some room to breathe. I'm gonna get this one done. We'll get out of this segment because this is super duper good stuff. We got to add somebody to the wall of shame this week. I don't even know dude's name. I'm sure I could find out. I don't even know any of these people's names. We're adding an entire category of people.
Yeah, but you can
to the wall of shame this week.
You could sure identify them visually.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, let me catch you up a little bit on the wall of shame. Wall of shame. We got David Lagana, Jeffrey Briggs, and JT Wilcox, and those two cucks that say they're going to restart Lucha Underground Wrestling. Byron is on the wall of shame right now because he likes to follow people wearing Confederate flag cowboy hats.
Unfollowed
on the main account, by the way. Thanks, Byron.
Depends if he's following them to hunt them down. I'm fine with that.
No, I mean I don't even care about hunting them down.
Into alleyways.
I got stoking the flames as fans of theirs. I might even let them follow us just for the numbers, but following them back, maybe not so much.
Perpesaurus Rex. Woo!
Louis Benson is on the list. He got added last week. He's the guy who was talking about Cody's meat and then decided to try to flame them back when he got his social media taken away from him by AEW.
He's on the list because he went to the DDP yoga retreat to lose weight and he's still fat.
Good for him. Velveteen Dream, Impact for not getting their wrestlers verifications. Brit Wrestling, Pretos, and Pervs. I can't even say it anymore. Tessa Blanchard still on the list for phoning it in. Ricochet will be on the list forever until he cuts a good promo. Cult Icon still on the list. Is he still on the list, Byron? Cult Icon?
He's still on the list.
Eric Mutter?
He is. Eric Mutter is ducking me. He also has another podcast which airs on the Lucha Central Podcast Network YouTube later on the same day. So make sure you go out of your way to do something else.
Wow! On our own network.
I might actually call in.
Well, listen to every other.
Are they live?
They might. I think so.
I'm gonna get live on air and call him out for you.
You should do it. You know, actually, I mean, I'm sure it's a call.
He'll let me on.
Like all the other ones.
I'll lie to him and tell him I'm going to talk to him about some breaking Phantasma news or something. He'll get excited.
Look, wouldn't be the first time we had heat with another podcast. We have heat with other podcasts all the time.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't remember.
There's other podcasts?
Not that anyone listens to, but.
So I couldn't remember much of the show, but the name has some sort of like metal or Pantera type reference, some old rock and roll stuff. I think the other host is somewhat cool.
Yeah, because I pegged Mutter as more of a Nelson guy.
But he's more like
I pegged him more of a Garth Brooks kind of guy.
Looks, I hope that none of you pegged Eric Mutter.
What's the opening band for My Chemical Romance?
Wow.
Green Day.
No, stop.
No, somebody way better than Green Day.
I actually did. I have seen My Chemical Romance at concert. Black Parade is pretty cool.
Black Veil Bride.
Byron, you're 46 years old. Let it go.
Please.
First of all, I am not 46. I could play 32. So
wow. Okay. Let's see who else is on this list still. Spotfest Radio still on the list. Austin Theory. Jordan Devlin still on the list. WWE Brass for taking away everyone's Twitch and losing Zelina Vega. They're definitely still on the list. And I am now going to add these category of people. The people,
Lucha Underground writing team.
No,
of shame. Casey has spoken.
No. You can only add them if they're here in person.
Yeah.
You have to add them to their face.
I'll make that happen.
Okay. So I am adding people who send female wrestlers or male wrestlers for that matter, unsolicited dick pics. What are you thinking? Seriously. I mean, look good. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We're a bunch of dudes. We talk about dude stuff. We will occasionally.
We're dudes.
We still don't want to see.
We talk about penises quite a lot.
A bunch of dicks in our face. You know what I mean?
But it's ridiculous. Go ahead, Byron. We have what?
We definitely have a 45-minute segment that talks about shaving B's and P's and AH's.
Absolutely, but not for the purpose of sending.
And we have a
pictures
90-minute segment on Cage's Moose Knuckle every week.
So people,
I mean,
don't want it.
Who thinks it's a good idea to send a picture of their naked mole rat to somebody? You know,
I'm trying to figure out what the point of it is. It's like, look, if you are really like desperately enamored with some wrestler, do you think that that's going to get their attention? Do you think that they're honestly going to open this picture up and be like, ooh, yummy, I need to get some of that? And they're going to hit you back and chat you up about your unsolicited picture of
I never thought of this
Commander.
Before, dude. Is this how we get Sid on the show? We got to send them our dicks?
Send them pictures of pizza. Send them pictures of pizza. That's more likely going to get your attention.
What if he says that he has half the dick that we do?
No.
By accident.
Oh, God.
Did he break his dick falling off the turnbuckle?
Oh. Well, Rodman came close. He's got some stories.
But seriously, that's
what you need to watch instead of watching Eric Mutter's podcast. Go on Vice and listen to Rodman talk about breaking his dick 3 times.
Everyone go watch.
I've got a terrible story, which I don't know if I've told them this, but I've definitely told you guys before the story about damaging my own.
Wow.
Bloodbath.
How's it go? How's it go?
It goes, blood is good lubricant.
No. God, what happened here to this segment? I don't know.
Hey, look, man, whatever got you through that prison sentence, whatever got you through it.
Okay,
so here's how the whole thing came about. Thunder Rosa posted on her IG putting some people on blast for having done this to her. And the reason why it's super duper messed up that people are sending her those kind of unsolicited pics, like she could care less probably and would just hit delete or whatever and block the person. But she's not necessarily the only person that manages her social media. She has a team of people. She runs a promotion. Other folks in her family help out with her social media. Why are you going to do that? And I'm here to tell you guys, guess what? A lot of female performers, especially the ones that hold belts and promotions, have other people running their social media.
Oh, God.
Guess who's not actually looking at your D pics? Alexa Bliss is not actually looking at a picture of your D. Guess what? Also, she's taken. Most of them are.
So what
Guess who's not looking at your D pics? Chelsea Green. Just because she posted a bikini pic on IG doesn't mean she wants to see your wang.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Zack
work
Ryder's
that way, boys.
Your wang. Yeah. I feel so bad. Brian's probably had to see some D's, some B's, some A's.
Of course he has. He has. Dude, when I was working at NFL, the female talent on my show would get them all the time. It was the worst thing. Like I'd be sitting there, we'd be getting them prepped up. They'd check a message real quick and then they'd just be mortified in the break. Like you can't unsee certain things in life. And we're not even just talking about like the normal things. Like people were sending their fetishes and their weirdness. Like, dude, here's the thing. If you have a desire for someone to look at your thing and comment on it, there's websites for that. Go on Chatterbait, go on MyFreeCams or one of those sites where you can like
YouTube right now, gentlemen. There's YouTube right now.
Also, like first of all, this is a thing like women in general. Like if you want to see, just make an account on a dating app as a female. Put any picture up and just wait, and you're gonna get them. Like talk to any of your female friends. It's just something they accept in life.
Ridiculous, though.
But there is someone, the People's Champ, Felicia Rose, I think, will actually, for a fee, and hey, support sex workers during COVID, she'll actually rate your dick pics.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's places to go for this kind of response. If this is your thing and people have things, and I'm fine with things, you can have your thing.
Wait. What's the rating criteria? Are we talking size or are we talking things like lighting and atmosphere?
Dude, there could be any. There's humiliation, there's size. First of all, you get whatever you want out of it. Just find the right
if you don't get
page.
Oh man, you get like a purple light, you get some smoke, you got like the Undertaker entrance for your dick, and then
And if it's girthy, you look like Paul Bearer.
But if you're paying, for it, you get what you want. Like some people,
especially after the cum shot with his white face.
Even if you're paying for it, at that point, it's still not unsolicited. The whole point is unsolicited. Even SWs don't want your unsolicited crap. Like send them a check in the mail or buy a t-shirt or something first. Like it unsolicited. That is the part that is not okay.
So I can't send my dick to Star Wars cast members?
No, sex workers.
Very, very much.
The other SWs.
Good.
Send it to George Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, I tried sending them to Peter Mayhew, but it turns out he's dead.
You should send a picture of your
Frank
boner popping out through your pants to Jon Favreau and be like, I really enjoyed Mando this week.
And here's the thing too. Some of these dudes don't even mind if like they get put on blast and humiliated, because that's part of what they're going for. They want to be they have some kind of need for rejection or humiliation.
Dear Jon Favreau, you made it grow and goo.
Oh, Jon Favreau. There's a guy I really want to like, but I also
do you want to see my Max Rebo?
Like, I love the Mandalorian, but at the same time, him as a person, he might not be my favorite person.
Dragon.
But Mando was great this week. Loved it. Have you watched it yet, Byron?
Oh, yeah. If you were a female, you could send him a picture of your Sarlacc pit.
Of your what?
Wow.
Oh,
Sarlacc pit joke.
You know what? Some of us have them in the back, if you know what I'm saying, Byron.
Wow. I don't want to know anything about
your Boba Fett in it. I know Byron does. He likes butt figures.
Do you know where your Mandalorian figure is, me?
Yeah, jammed up Byron.
Wow. That just got super duper real.
Wow.
Anyway,
drop it with a rancor.
Don't send them. Seriously though, honest to God, Byron, what do you think that these guys are expecting?
Even worse on the inside.
What do you think these guys are expecting the result to be from doing that? Like, what is the desired result?
They're just socially so awkward and messed up. This is their interaction, and this is how they get acknowledged.
Has there ever been a single time in history where someone has done that and had any level of success with a completely unsolicited pick to someone they did not know?
I mean, it depends. Maybe they're just trying to be an asshole and fuck with you, and especially if you turn them down. But also,
Byron, if you were going to be an asshole, you'd send them like that one with the coat hanger that you showed us.
Well, okay, hold on.
The jar.
You're making all of that up, first of all, but it's just there's something that
showed us while we were eating at Denny's.
I know Byron's favorite
Lucha
waffles
Underground
are.
Episode
Anyway.
we're going to talk about today.
It's just the depths of depravity of humanity don't know bounds. So
especially when everyone's at home cooped up, they can't just show their dick around the neighborhood, so they got to send it to strangers.
I guess so. I mean, I guess it kind of is the peeping Tom thing. It's just the new age
many.
The flashers, the old guys.
Dude, people
the New
are
York
fucking
flashers
weird.
back in the day.
I think it sucks that everyone has to deal with that stuff, and
I just
want to remind you that Meatloaf is open for all solicitations. He's actually soliciting the dick pics, so send them to Meef.
Look, I can't lie. I've gotten weird stuff in my DMs before too. Like I've gotten sent links and I've gotten sent pictures and stuff, and it's gross for anybody, but I can't imagine the quantity and volume of it. And if anybody that I was related to was helping me out with my social media, like guys, please understand that lots of these people know that these kind of messages are coming and someone else is going through their social media. You're not getting through. If you don't have a wrestler's personal phone number, they are not interested in having a personal conversation with you.
And if you do, don't send them pictures of your dick.
Yeah. Please don't. Unless they ask for them, because they are a carny bit, and every now and then, who knows what goes on in those messages. But that's
Justin,
unless a Velveteen Dream, don't respond to his messages.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Justin. If I was to send a dick pic to somebody and I wanted to make sure that it was photo ready in the best way possible, how could I do so?
No, God, no, we're not going into the sponsor segment from this.
It was the perfect transition.
There's no connection to the two things, damn it. We will never do that to our sponsors. We love them.
Some years ago,
I had
Christmas.
So in summary, professional wrestlers are independent contractors, and running their social media is part of their business, and part of their business is to have it's
all business. And look, I understand some of these people may feel led on or let down or whatever when they find out that the messages that they've been getting or whatever the kind words that they've received may not be from the actual person. But at the same time, you have to understand that, like, look, suspension of disbelief is part of it. You're entitled to your fantasy of what these people are. That is part of the wrestling business. They know that, but at the same time, there is still a line. You can appreciate how attractive some famous person is. You can appreciate how kind they are to you. You can appreciate a conversation to you, but seriously, keep it in perspective. There's a line, and the line is firmly drawn at unsolicited pictures
above the waist. It's drawn above the waist.
Honestly, pictures in general, they don't really want to see a picture of your face, let alone anything else. It's not what it's about.
I got hands.
Some of your faces are uglier than your genitals, and that's really
you're their fan.
I've got a way of summing this up. I've got a way of summing this up so these thick people can understand it properly.
We're going over it for the
first time. When you go to a supermarket, and I work in a supermarket, and somebody like me, especially me, if you come into my supermarket, says "Have a nice day," I really mean fuck off and rot. So when someone says something nice to you, it doesn't necessarily mean they fucking like you. In fact, they probably fucking hate you, but they've got to be nice.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I like that summation. So I'm going to send it over to Denise Salcedo over in Lucha Central.
Oh, my transition was worse. Jesus Christ.
Well, but you wanted to go to what gets me paid. I don't want to butter my buns on the wrong side of the muffin.
Take it away.
Next week.
Anyway, let's send it over to Denise Salcedo and Lucha Central to find out everything that's going on this week on the Lucha Central Podcast Network, except for whatever Byron said about Eric Mutter and his thing.
The thing is, it's the same promo every week, so Mutter's show isn't even on it.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a mention on it, so it's all good.
Whatever.
They would change it if they liked him.
Let's come back and unbox a thing.
Oh, hey, I got a box.
Hey everyone, it's Denise Salcedo here in Lucha Central with a reminder of where and when to catch all of the great network content this week. Get the full lineup and listen to all of our shows in the podcast network section of luchacentral.com. Sundays on the Lucha Central Facebook page, world-traveled shooter of the camera kind, Jerry Villagrana goes mano a mano with a fellow photographer to throw down about some of their favorite photos they have taken at Lucha Libre events. Monday, Business of the Business returns as Mass Republic President Kevin Kleinrock takes you inside how your favorite Lucha Libre merchandise gets made. On Tuesdays, Mass Mats and Mayhem takes you inside the world of Lucha Underground as they take you weekly through the series with the benefit of hindsight and the benefit of special guests from the groundbreaking series. Check out the premiere video stream every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on the Lucha Central YouTube channel and at luchacentral.com. Then listen to it on your favorite podcast platform every Wednesday. Tuesday nights live, it's Wrestle Boss, where Fabi Chulo talks MMA and pro wrestling with special guests and listener call-ins. Visit WrestleBossLive.com Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific to listen live or call in with questions or download the show on podcast platforms on Wednesdays. Wednesday nights live on Facebook, it's Spanish show La Mesa de los Márgaros, giving you both the news and the chisme from around the lucha world. Special guests and a whole lot of fun make it one of the most talked about shows in Mexico. Thursdays, it's Straight Out of the Bodega with Papo Esco and PWR promoter Gabriel Ramirez, as they have guests from throughout the wrestling world pull up to give an inside look into their careers. From indie standouts to television superstars, each week brings a new name and perspective. On Friday, it's your double dose of Lucha Central Weekly podcast, one in English y el otro en español. Lucha Central Weekly is where you'll find all the top stories of the week, both inside and out of the ring from Mexico and anywhere luchadores are in action across the globe. Be sure to subscribe and follow all your favorite Lucha Central Network series on your favorite podcast platforms, either by their own series name or subscribe to the Lucha Central Podcast Network show pages to get all of the shows in one easy feed. And please consider giving a rating to help more fans find the shows that you love. For now, this is Denise Salcedo signing off from Lucha Central. Have a great week.
And we're back. Now he can pick it up. Is that okay, Byron? Byron was yelling at Casey for trying to pick up the box during the break.
Hello, Mr. Director. Is this a good enough shot for you? Why don't you give me the one?
No, I believe that is a pro wrestling crate, Casey. I wonder what is inside.
I don't know. Why was it on that dipshit instead?
Why don't you get a decent webcam?
No, look, guys, from time to time here on the MMM show, the denizens of deliciousness like to know what it is that we get in these amazing crates and where all this cool, fun merch and stuff comes from. Because here on the Lucha Central Podcast Network, it's not just about Lucha Libre. It's about collectibles. It's about all sorts of fun stuff. It's about pop culture. It's about all things wrestling and more. So, that being said, Casey's going to unbox this month's pro wrestling crate that he got. What you got in the box, Casey? What's in the box?
Okay, so first thing is Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Okay, so for the micro
has the upper hand.
We talked about him last week on the show. The Birdman. Coco Beware, baby. Coco Beware, made in China. You got little Frankie. Yeah, look at that, Frankie. Frankie died in a fire, and he was screaming help as a person when he died. True story. Have a nice day, everyone.
Jesus.
This is designed to make me cry.
My
it's
God.
a Latino heat pin.
Yes.
Look at that. Oh, look, and I can make
awesome.
the lowrider jump. Oh, it's jumping. It's jumping.
Dope. You got Chavo's car.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that.
A sedan.
Okay, I got something that's kind of special here. This is the first time they've done one of these. It's called a Brawlin' Buddy. So it's a micro brawler as a wrestling buddy, little mini one.
Dope.
Okay, guys, we need to take it aside.
Was that Colt Cabana?
This is Colt Cabana.
Show us that
Panorama.
King of merch.
He's got
Colt
his jacket
Cabana.
on. You can't see the elbow pad.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, he is king of merch. You can actually buy whatever elbow pad he wears. Like he gets a new one every match.
We got to talk about wrestling buddies a little bit, gentlemen, since we're trying to stretch this into an entire segment. Behind the scenes info. Did any of you guys have wrestling buddies growing up? Because they were very important to me.
I don't know if they were important to me, but yeah, I had a few.
Well, because Justin, you're older than me. You probably got a pair of scissors and took Big Boss Man on Night on the Town.
He was hanging from my cage.
Hard times. I loved wrestling buddies as a kid. Byron, did you have any as a kid?
No, I had real.
Oh
friends.
my God.
He put dick holes in them.
Yeah, well, that's what I just said Justin did, really. But
yeah,
Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy as a kid. I used to have a loft bed, right? Which is like kind of like a bunk bed, but with like a desk and a dresser underneath. And I used to drop elbows on him from the ladder and like jump off. And
I think I did something similar.
And then I ended up moving on to My Pet Monster because I realized you could put submission holds on him because his arms were so much flexible and he could take an elbow better. There was more padding. You'd hit the floor less hard, you know? And so it's pretty great. I still have a great elbow drop. Krista Joseph was asking how legit My Pet Monster was on Twitter, which is a bullshit question. He's extra legit, more legit than wrestling buddies. Also, if you like wrestling buddies, you want some new ones, go to horrordecor.net where they have a Zeke the Plumber from Salute Your Shorts horror buddy. They're horror versions of wrestling buddies, and I'm plugging that because I plugged it on my other podcast, Holiday Gift Guide episode. So look up another miserable podcast.
Wait, you did a holiday gift guide? Because I need to get some stuff.
It's all for horror stuff. But okay, I've stretched this segment a little bit, so I'm gonna get back.
Wait. Here. I hate to jump in, but on Wrestling Buddies, you can get an extra large 3-foot Bandido from him, and you can get. I think Thunder Rosa sells a lot of them. Paul, my partner's got one, a little one. They come from a wonderful guy called Mask Tatloni. You can find him on Facebook. He does lots of them for lots of luchadors, even like smaller time luchadors. So he can hook you up with like any kind of crazy things you want. I think he did the Drago ones. You can get keychains. I've got a Cuerno.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is there a website for that?
No. But if you go on Facebook, he's on Facebook as a.
Did he put the fleshlight inside it for you, or did you have to do it yourself?
Wow. Tremendous.
Woo! Okay.
Sold.
So back to the box.
What else you got in the box, Case?
Okay, we've got a Demo God Chris Jericho shirt. Oh, look at that. He's the Demo God. Look, he's chubby. Oh, look, he's got bosoms.
He's chubby as an AEW
jacket. Oh, look at that. He's asking you to vote for Trump. Okay, next.
It's piss colored as well. So, you know.
Okay, this shirt's from the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, but I think the shirt is hideous in both color and design. It's Figure Story because that's a pun. And it's Little Swoggle as the alien. You got Brian Myers as Buzz. You got Zack Ryder as Woody. You got Chelsea Green as Little Bo Peep.
I have a question. Who designed it?
I don't know who designed it. This isn't their normal guy, TTD, that actually does good work, I think. So I don't know.
First of all, the only one who looks like the person is Curtis Hawkins. Second of all, major compensation on Zack Ryder's hair and beard.
Yeah,
are we still calling him Zack Ryder?
He also called Hawkins. It's fine. It's fine. What's most interesting to people that watch the show is this book called S is for Suplex. And I'm saying that because many of our listeners don't know how to read. And this will help you learn the alphabet. Also,
Casey just buried all of you guys listening to this.
It has hundreds.
We've got lots of Australian listeners now.
It has hundreds of actual wrestlers in it, including Lucha Underground's own Marty the Marth Martinez, whose shirt says Lucha Pride instead of Aztec Pride because apparently he got in trouble for the other one or something.
Interesting. But didn't he release a Lucha Pride shirt after Lucha Underground was over?
He's got an Aztec Pride shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Okay, well he's not wearing it there.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
And also, soon to be Byron or Justin's Christmas present is a signed 8x10 of Britt Baker DMD.
I will tell you this: like, I don't necessarily think Britt is the hottest thing in the universe, but I appreciate all of her segments. Yeah, I'm just actually thoroughly entertained by her
on TV.
Merry Christmas, Justin. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He appreciates all of her segments, her arms, the legs.
She definitely she's gone from a super green, overpushed baby face that has nothing about her to one of the most interesting aspects of wrestling for the week.
But sometimes, look, honest to God, sometimes the overpush is the key because that's how they learn. They go out, they bomb some segments, the crowd gives it to them, they learn, they hone their craft, they figure out what to do better the next time. Part of what makes a good wrestler is not getting out there and being great every time, but going out there and bombing sometimes and figuring out and actually paying attention to what could make you greater.
Hey,
I think that's part of what makes
on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Turn around. You missed it.
Is that Velvet?
Okay.
Well, it was. She was stirring the pot. Have you seen
on RuPaul's Drag Race? They purposely make some people fall. You know, these people who are like full of themselves and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Kayfabe, are you giving away reality producer secrets? On a show with two reality producers?
Is for kayfabe.
Destroying the
there
secrets.
Are secrets fans can't
you
know.
Purposely set them up so they fail.
Safe. The wrestlers have a magic code.
I gotta tell you guys. Speaking of what
gives you a storyline arc.
What someone brought up earlier, AEW.
Can I point out Robert Gibson's eyes in this image?
Are they crooked in it too, like in real life?
We'll talk more about AEW Dark later. But right now, I do want to talk about this. Like, look,
ball shaving.
I do. I want to talk about that, but I want to talk about why it's important. First of all, for those who are newer to the show or haven't been around the whole time, like we've been doing this show for what, 4 or 5 years now.
Jesus Christ, really?
We have at times put our own money into it. At times we've moved a couple of t-shirts to break even. We're not trying to get over with our sponsors, by the way. We typically are only advertising things that we actually believe in. We worked for quite a while to get this particular sponsorship that we're very proud of. And if you want to support this show and you want us to keep being able to do this, there is a certain amount of financial expenditure required to make a show happen on a regular basis, which is part of why we teamed up with Mass Republic. We love those guys. Like, we appreciate this. I won't say we love those guys. Let me take that back. We appreciate what they've done.
We tolerate those guys. We tolerate
them because we tolerate our overlords because we appreciate what they've done for wrestlers that we like and appreciate. We appreciate what they've done for the business and keeping things out there at the forefront that we like and enjoy. Them as people, Ruben's good. I like him. Anyway, that's beside the point. But the point I want to make, because we haven't really discussed this. Like, some people have been, they're like, oh, you guys have to do those spots now and this, that, and the other thing. Like, look, we do have to do the spots now, and we want you guys to support them, and we want to get good deals for you guys on the products, and we want to bring you products that we believe in, but we also want to keep the show going. So before I even get into the necessaries of the things that they ask us to say about their products, we, look at that, that whole list of things. I want people to understand that it is important to us. We don't just like talking about our balls. We are actually promoting a product for the purpose of A, bringing the show to you, and B, because we actually do use it. At least Casey and I do, because we got our boxes, and I don't know if Byron and me feel comfortable because Byron likes to move around too much. Anyway, it's not our sponsors.
Dude. We've got the best looking AHs in the business, in the podcasting game.
And that being said, I will also say this. I understand that these products are not for women, and we have a large female viewership. There are a lot of women who watch the show. There are a lot of female wrestling fans. I don't want them to feel left out. And I'm going to say this, ladies, you're not off the hook, because guess what? It is the holidays, and I know you need to buy a gift for a man somewhere out there in your life in some way. And that gift should absolutely come from www.manscaped.com, because whether it's your significant other, whether it's just somebody I believe truly that you believe in their personal male hygiene, and that these products will help them out. And if you act now at manscaped.com, you can use code MMM for 20% discount and free shipping in the UK, Australia, Canada, and right here in the good old US of A. So now I got to talk about the actual products, right?
Yes.
You got the Lawnmower 3.0 with the skin safe technology and the Guide Light. I look, it's not even on my list.
I'm going to get Paul to test it, see if it'll work.
Okay. You do what you got to do, brother. No, but like, it doesn't even say that I'm supposed to talk about the Guide Light on here. This is just one of those features. Like, the first time I turned it on, I was like, ooh, what's that flashing?
Excuse me, sir. Did you say that you would get Paul to try the ball shaver?
I did.
Because, you see, I have one thing to say to you. Fuck you, you're wrong. Because I already used the ball shaver. This is
extreme. Dangerously.
Ball E dangerously. So Ball E, if I was a tribal chief and I was getting a little sticky around my tribal jewels, what would help me out with that?
Well, first you need the little crop wop might. Oh God, it's making me say it. It's so hard to say.
That's it. That's perfect. The whole segment went exactly as planned.
The wet ass pussy wipes.
Oh, God damn it, Cardi B. Okay. First, what you need are the crop mop wipes. You see, because you don't want your balls smelling like Balls Mahoney, for example. The man never showered. I loved his in-ring work. But if you thought that he was a hygienic person, I have one thing to say to you. Fuck you, you're wrong.
Could the crop preserver actually let me survive the suplex machine, the human suplex machine?
Yes, you see, we actually used to soak Terry Funk in the ball preserver, and I can get him right here to talk to you about it, you see. Well, you see, Justin, I'm just an old man, and, you see, my balls, they hang kind of low, you see. I had a lot of knee injuries, and all those surgeries would have never happened if my balls weren't slapping my knees so damn hard. So I wish I used that ball preserver. And let me tell you, Paul Heyman, he just said that if I took a bath in it once every 2 weeks, it'll help me moonsault. And I could do a double flip off for you right now. Oh, look at that, a double flip. That was for the video listeners, son. Forever.
And the weed whacker. The weed whacker, not like the New Jack thing, where he comes out with an actual weed whacker. I'm talking about.
Well, you see, this one had a little bit of controversy in the locker room because you see, Rob Van Dam doesn't like anything that sounds like it's damaging weed. But I told him this weed whacker will help it so it's easier to put on that weird thong you wrestle in under your trunks that always makes it look like you have butt sweat. So, Manscaped, I'm asking you to formulate something for our friend RVD who suffers from a little ailment known as anal rain, aka major sweaty ass crack. Maybe those crop mop wipes can work on his ass.
Maybe the crop cleanser body wash. I don't know. Look, all these things, they're formulated, they're vegan, cruelty-free, dye-free, sulfate-free, paraben-free, so you know your manhood is in good hands. Visit manscaped.com. Ladies, get your man a gift for the holidays. Get me something. You can send me something. Well,
let me tell you something there, Justin, because your balls are in good hands when they're with Manscaped. But you see, if you got in my face, I'd put you in the shoulder and balls Tazplex, and you would lose right away. You would be tapping out because I am the human suplex machine. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you.
The human ball toning machine.
Be sure to use code MMM when you buy yourself a ball shaver from manscaped.com.
I love it. I don't have anything else to say.
Just another victim of the human suplex machine. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you.
Byron, get me out of here to another break so we can talk about Lucha Underground. Please, dear Lord.
Lucha-masks.com, in partnership with Mask Republic, give you personal protective masks to keep you Lucha strong in the fight versus COVID-19. With world-class luchadors Blue Demon Jr., the Lucha Brothers, LA Park, Ultimo Dragon, Cain Velasquez, Conan, and so much more. Head to lucha-masks.com and you too can become a masked warrior. Lucha-masks.com, powered by Pro Wrestling Revolution.
And we're back.
Hey, are we back? Great. Thanks, Case.
Yeah.
Casey, what are we supposed to talk about in this segment, Case?
Oh, we're supposed to talk about how the it's kind of hard to see all the predilection towards death on this episode, given what happened in real life when we went to this taping. Wasn't this the taping right before, like right after Pero died, and we had the memorial right before?
Yeah, and I think I came to the next day, and you guys were at this day, or maybe I didn't come this weekend. I don't know.
It was day 2. It was day 2.
Yeah,
because he died on Saturday.
Look, so the real story is a lot of people had heard that Rey Mysterio was going to be coming to Lucha Underground potentially in season 1. And Rey was down in Mexico wrestling, correct? And
Tijuana.
And TJ. And this was the weekend that Pero Aguayo had passed away from the in-ring performance down there that weekend. And it was a weird thing, I think, for a lot of the Lucha Underground locker room, considering especially half of them knew him very, very well and had worked with him or even in stables with him. So strange thing, still wasn't there, but this episode does contain the first appearance of Casey on camera. I don't know if I saw you, Byron, or not, but I was not at this particular one.
I'm not sure that we were there for the first match. I didn't see us in the audience in the first match, which is making me think it was from another taping, because I also don't remember seeing this live. And I think I would remember Mundo versus Aerostar. Like that would be a big deal, you know.
For people, I remember. I think the death match.
Yeah, I remember the death match, but there was a different ending that we need to talk about too that we didn't get on TV.
And I think they showed it though, but I also don't remember the I don't remember the Puma Hernandez match live.
Well, the Puma Hernandez match was Casey fist bumping or attempting to fist bump Puma. You got no sold a little bit, but, clearly Casey was at least there.
It was before I knew he was a piece of shit. So
this is for people real quick. This is season 1, episode 29 of Lucha Underground, which you can still catch on Tubi. And for those who don't know, the way that they tape Lucha Underground, especially towards the end of the season as they're fixing storylines and laying out episodes and moving things around. Literally, Melissa would change clothes, Stryker and Vamp would change clothes, and they wouldn't do necessarily a whole episode in order. And they would just kind of patch things in throughout the day. And also they would kind of tailor where the matches were for the crowd purposes, but not necessarily air them in that order in the episodes. So unlike a lot of wrestling products where if you go to a Raw, you're going to see the opening segment first, you're going to see the main event last. Lucha Underground was not necessarily done that way. And typically in any taping, you would see 2 full episodes and maybe a match or 2 for another episode, and usually 1 or 2 dark matches. Right. So you were there for quite a long time, and it was a full day of wrestling. Sometimes the crowd would get gassed. Sometimes they would get more and more pumped. You see kind of the ebbs and flows of it. And I think eventually, especially at the end of season 2, they worked out how to work the live crowd to get the right reactions for matches on TV. You know, but like even this episode, you have a freaking title match as the middle match because the Phoenix Mil Muertes was a bigger storyline and a bigger spot and a bigger thing. So it goes last. But
and also Prince Puma sucks.
I wouldn't say the guy sucks. I go that so far, but what were you going to say?
You're okay with me calling him a piece of shit, though.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I'm okay with whatever you want to say on this show, Casey. Have I ever stopped you?
I feel like I just got edited about 5 minutes ago, actually, but yeah.
That was just a segue. That was just the timing of a segue. That wasn't like that you shouldn't do it, just not then.
Okay. I think that this Mundo Aerostar match that we started off with was great because it actually really established Mundo as a heel, because Aerostar is like the one person they could beat up and get sympathy on, since none of their heels act like heels and none of their faces act like faces.
Yeah, I mean, Aerostar is kind of one of the only true faces for that lasted the entire time.
And you got to remember, Drago's gone right now, so Aerostar's by himself. Also, the only other person they could have done it with was Sexy Star, and we know she can't work.
Or lose. Not allowed to lose him.
But also, like Mundo really tied it together, and he worked as a heel too. I mean, you couldn't stop Vampiro from talking about the stomping, but that was probably like when that was the best I've seen him in a ring, and that makes me think of like he did a Stone Cold podcast probably a short time after that, and Stone Cold was complimenting him like his psychology was next level, and that's when he started becoming that main event attraction, when the personality was part of the ring work,
Yeah, and I felt it was a little off from the flow he got into later, where he turned it into more of a heel role that fit him a little better. But I did like that he consciously was putting in, some MMA stuff and grounding his opponent and really trying to physically work heel, which wasn't something you had ever seen a lot of out of him in his career. He does his flippy spots. He gets over with the crowd. He shakes his hair, but it's like you can still do all that stuff and be a heel, but you do have to use a little ring psychology to kind of turn the corner and overplay it a little bit at first too, which is I think what he's doing here, and he did a pretty good job of it, and Aerostar looked phenomenal. So I loved the Aerostar spot where he took the Ric Flair turnbuckle flip, except he did it in the middle of the rope. I've never seen it quite like that before, and it was super intentional, so clearly he had worked it out.
No, he invents stuff all the time. He also gets really, really pissed if people steal what he invented, which is constantly.
Yeah.
But that's why he kind of self-banned himself from Twitter for a few years, actually. So yeah, right around this time, actually.
Probably very smart. I mean, look, if you're getting over already, why bother? This episode did start off with a vignette with Chavo. Dragon Azteco wants you protected.
Oh,
blah,
God,
blah, blah.
let's fucking insert ourselves into the storyline. It makes no sense. I hated it.
It was weird, too, because last we've seen Chavo, he was working super heel, and then, here he is talking to Lotus about, like, no, you've got to do things the right way. Do it in the ring. Don't just go in there and try to take them on head on. Go and be a wrestler. Like, okay, I get it, but still. Not my favorite of Lucha Underground storylines.
This part was like I had a feeling that this happened because they didn't know that Blue Demon Jr. would be coming back and they needed to switch Chavo to something. And so this was done to eliminate the debt from Mexico. So it's eliminated now.
Yeah. So, and again, I get it. And I don't dislike Chavo. I think that
no, I love Chavo.
Lucha,
I think this.
And I think Lucha Underground used him good in certain places. And I actually even liked what they did with him in season 4, which I can't say about a ton of people. But you know, this wasn't it for me storyline wise. Anyway, and
it's this martial arts angle isn't a place to insert Chavo.
Correctamundo. Agreed. Anyway, so the Mundo, of course, gets the end of the world for the finish. I would have liked to have seen him use a different finish here.
Or cheating, like a dick kick or something. Yeah.
I don't even know if cheating, but something more aggressive, I think, than his, flippy baby face move.
Never lands on somebody move.
Correct.
Hey, sometimes he hits him really hard with his wrist.
It reminds me of it's like a top rope worm.
The top rope worm. Oh, that's funny because the worm is a comedy spot. I get what you did there.
Don't tell Phoenix about a top rope worm. He's going to try to work out how to walk the top rope and do a worm. Don't do it.
Yes, he would.
No one else, like RVD does a split leg moonsault, and everyone in the mom does a split leg moonsault. Everyone does the frog splash. No one does the end of the world.
There's reasons.
You know why? It's fucking dreadful.
Hey, let me tell you, a split leg moonsault is probably the only way I could ever actually do a moonsault. So
yes, a little bounce from the rope assistance there. And you know what? Speaking of that, I noticed that the ropes were too loose. I think in this match, the top rope. Anytime you're going to have Aerostar out there, typically, Marty Elias or one of the refs will go out there and give it a couple extra cranks. I believe they forgot to do that. Some of the bigger, heavier guys work with the ropes about where this was, but this was like Big Rick ropes and not Aerostar ropes. He usually works with a much firmer rope, and a lot of the Lucha Libre guys do because of the spots that they're going to do.
Yeah, Phoenix, big time. They usually tighten before his. Yeah,
and these guys, and you'll notice a lot of Lucha Libre performers, they go very upright and flat backed against the ropes because they're so tight. And the reason to loosen the ropes is for when the big guys are running them, so it doesn't hurt the hell out of them. And it's like running into a brick wall, especially guys who run the ropes and do the underarm thing. But if you notice luchadors, especially like Aerostar and even Cuerno Fantasma Cuerno, they go very flat backed against the rope because they're used to those stiffer ropes,
and also
they need them for those spots.
Aerostar is not tall enough to do the top rope arm thing.
Right. Well, exactly. Yeah. So there's a little wrestling whatever for you, but I noticed, I don't know if Mundo wanted them that way, but normally, having gone to a lot of the live performances and seen a lot of live wrestling, Lucha Underground more so than any show I've ever been to, they would change the tension of the ropes per performer between almost every match sometimes.
Right.
And it worked. It makes the wrestling more crisp.
And Marty Elias was super good about taking care of the guys that way. He went out of his way to do it. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's one of the things too that puts him above a lot of other referees out there, that he's paying attention to stuff like that. He knows how to work the Lucha Libre guys. He knows what to do for the WWE guys. His experience level, having been to a lot of different places. And Knox too, to a certain extent. Borden, maybe not so much.
But Marty, I mean, he's also had this job on TV shows like Glow. Like, he is part of the ring. He heads the ring crew, and he takes pride in having a good ring that's taken care of. And when he was on our show, what seems like years and years ago, he was telling us, the scoop of all of that. Like, oh, it's a rematch, so got to tighten up the second rope.
Yeah.
He knows all. He's on top of that, and you don't know that if you're a casual fan. You don't know that a lot of these guys, like the referees, have a second job.
And even if you're there, sometimes you don't notice, because between the matches, there's a live band and you're chatting with other people in the crowd. You don't really see, and lots of people are scurrying around the ring doing various things. But
dude,
Marty will be out there cranking the ropes, man.
You mentioned it, bro. This live band fucking ruled. These guys today. Los Ryobacks, I think their names is their name. Lead singer Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man himself, really good. No, but the song that they're singing when the show comes on, where the guy's like, Porque soy culero. Such a good fucking song. And there's this whole segment where the audience chants culero back at the guy. That didn't make the episode, sadly, but it was fun. This was a good band. Los Ryobacks.
They were a good band. There was a few good ones that I enjoyed a lot, and there was a few that really sucked the life out of the entire crowd. But you'll have that. Oh,
dude, the fake Madonna that was like earlier in the season. Ooh,
DTTTito.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bad. So let's get into the best segment on this entire episode. Vampiro has another interview with Sexy Star.
Oh, I thought my
skip button got hit.
So here's the thing. Next week we might be having to review the submission match between Sexy Star.
I know, it's perfect. It's absolutely best time possible for that to happen. About this interview though, my favorite part was Vampiro's getting questioned by Sexy Star and her saying, "Would you be asking me this question if I were a man?" I don't understand why Vampiro didn't just look at her and say, "Yes, I will ask anybody that has faced Pentagon these questions because he's a badass and you're not."
Well, it's like they specifically wrote that line and they even picked it up in a specific close-up. But then they cut to the highlight reel of all men just getting put on the shelf by Pentagon.
Right. Like he's gonna put everyone on the shelf except somehow you. And I don't know why. This storyline is just bizarre. But at the same time, it's also working. Yeah. And as much as Casey probably hates it at the time, I didn't have anything against Sexy Star. Like, look, again, like we were talking about before, sometimes
it's cool. You didn't watch AAA for years before this. It's okay.
I mean, I did, but I ignored most of her matches. Just didn't care about her in AAA at all. She didn't interest me there, and she was completely shoved down my throat by Lucha Underground. And like many wrestlers, as we talked about before, you overbook a babyface sometimes, and people buy it. Like I was buying into it, and when I would go to the live shows, I would cheer for Sexy Star. Like not necessarily because she was my favorite, but because I appreciated the show, and I will cheer along with what the show's storylines are to help get it over and to enjoy the whole thing myself. So yeah, they had me a little bit, but this interview sucked. This interview was not good.
I mean, I thought
I didn't watch it.
I mean, they're definitely doing a good job generally with her character, but her character was probably one of the top 3 priorities before the show even like cast people,
Yeah.
So it's like, well, obviously, but I thought the interview was fine. I thought it was good. I thought she came across tough and well spoken, but it's like, it's also separating the character of the show from the wrestler too.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is one of those things like exactly what Vince does in WWE, where he has an idea. He wants to get the idea over, and then they find a wrestler to fit it. They wanted to get this idea of this type of female empowerment in wrestling over as a staple of the show. They also wanted to get over that the women were going to wrestle the men on this show. It was one of the things that they really wanted to put forward. Like, look, if it's a fantasy anyway, who cares about, this is not AEW. We're not trying to present this as a sports product. We're trying to present this as a fictional work in a fictional world. So yes, with a smaller locker room, we're going to have the women wrestle the men. They're fully capable of doing it, and the men are fully capable of putting in good matches with them as well. So we're going to do that. And she was the lucky benefactor
also
early on of that.
They wanted a mask, like
correct.
Sexy Star.
Yeah. Female superhero. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't like Brie Larson either, but Captain Marvel is serviceable. Whatever. Maybe not.
And what happened next?
I don't know. I just watched Thor: Dark World yesterday, and Captain Marvel is so much better a movie than Dark World that and Iron Man 3 is pretty bad too. Like
your bar is too low, dude. Oh my god. Iron Man 3 is worse because Shane Black did that shit. He should know better.
Yeah, it was not. It was Iron Man 3 has some serious jumps in logic. Anyway, I'm moving on. Puma versus.
I have a question. How come the whole suit and every fucking helmet mask in Marvel Universe just like comes out of a little like coin purse?
Science.
Where does the metal go?
God damn it. First of all, Byron, we need you to get you in the long, long tradition of Japanese henshin fucking heroes like Kamen Rider and the fucking Power Rangers and shit. And I don't have enough time to properly belittle you right now. So I just want to say you suck, and we'll continue.
Dude, science is magic, Byron.
Henshin a go-go, baby.
Science on a helicopter, and you can hold it like this and throw it around, but it's a whole Iron Man suit with computers and metal. It's not heavy.
Science.
It's made out of metals and lighter, Byron. They can develop these things.
This is coming from a universe where a guy gets angry and turns into a giant man who breaks his pants that's green.
Yeah.
And you're worried about the suit mechanics?
Until the green thing, I thought you were talking about me. I'm breaking my pants right now. I'm so angry that we're not continuing with the Lucha Undergrounds.
It's made of unobtainium.
Explaining things to a man that's never read a fucking comic book in his life.
No, he read Preacher finally.
Justin, you're almost.
But that probably ruined him for comic books too.
Justin, you're about to get to the Sammy Guevara promo where he tried to act like a big tough guy.
Sammy Guevara is a big tough guy.
Did you guys see the side-by-side of pre-death Michael Jackson and Sammy Guevara? Fucking uncanny. Almost as good as Skeletor from the He-Man movie and Michael Jackson. I'm just saying.
So bad. You're such a bad person, but I love
I really enjoyed the Puma Hernandez match, and for the sake of
what comic book would you say it's like, bro? What fucking comic book, huh?
Conan the King.
Dude, I got so many issues. That is a shitty comic.
Go ahead, Byron.
Lobo.
You did the segue right, Byron. We just cut you off anyway. I don't know why. It's just force of habit. We can't help ourselves.
Dude, if he was riding on a Segway, we would cut him off with our cars.
I just wanted to say that I don't remember being this much of a fan of Hernandez, but I'm really liking all that he's doing on the show. I thought this was a great match. I thought he did really great in it, and I would have actually, for the sake of the match, bought him winning and being champion, although I don't know if he could actually carry the show on top. But the way that the match and the angle was worked, like I was all into it. And also it looked like
you questioned if he had the balls to do it. Byron.
There were baby nuts chants, which were awesome. But also like, this is speaking of like Mundo, like showing personality in his ring work. This is the first time Puma has shown character and personality in his
wait. You're saying that just because he picks up a chair and uses it, that he's showing personality? You're saying
for him, yeah.
Yeah, he did the baby face. I'm fired up.
He would do that. Do you guys want me to do a flippy thing? And everyone went, yeah. And so then he would go do a flippy thing.
No, anyway. A real wrestler goes, you want to see me do a flippy thing? And then
then jumps off, runs across the ring and drop kicks somebody.
He did show some personality, and I'll tell you where it really happened. It was when he mocked the Hernandez strut, because the way he mocked it was pitch
pretty
perfect,
good,
and it was
pretty good,
hilarious. That was,
you know what?
Absolutely
the time he mocked my Cero Miedo, and then he lost the losers leave Lucha Underground to Pentagon. So I was right all along.
Yes.
Maybe I should be thanking DJ instead of planning to belittle him next time I talk to him about the results to the submission match.
Okay, you can do that. I will welcome it. Yeah, no, it was a good match. I did also like Conan screaming at the side of the ring, "Let him blow up! He's got no conditioning." Because that was a shoot. Conan didn't have a mic on. He didn't know that they were actually recording that. He was actually messing with Hernandez, and they got it, captured it. Evie Dub clearly turned it up in post-production,
and the audience was fucking laughing behind him.
He was doing like the coaching Puma stuff, but yeah, half of it was like, is he shooting or is he?
Dude, if Arn Anderson was half as good as Conan in this role, like people would like Cody Rhodes.
No, Arn Anderson is just hey Cody, do your best to beat him.
Yeah, come on. No, but seriously, I believe, and I'm not entirely certain about this, but I believe that Hernandez and Conan actually had a little backstage heat in real life at this point in time. I know it didn't last forever, and they're friends, and they've done stuff down in AAA. since then, but I'm pretty sure they had real heat at the time over something. And I don't know if it's ever come to light what was going on there.
If only you had the chance to ask him and didn't squander this opportunity.
I thought about asking him about the Hernandez thing when we had Conan on the show, but it was going so well and I was getting so much other information. I didn't want to dig up old heat over nothing.
Yeah. No, I mean, we floated it in if he was wanting to get there. And
yeah, he kind of zigged away from it, so I let him go. Go. You know, every now and then you got to let a fish go. But for our listeners, I believe that he may have been razzing Hernandez here very intentionally. Yes. Yeah, I believe that was legit. I don't think that was written by DJ or Roach or anyone in the back. I don't think anyone had a whole lot of control over Conan other than the main storyline at this point in time anyway.
And I think at this point, later in the episode, we might actually get to see Hernandez do a little double duty, but things were a little confusing with how they're shot.
Yeah. I also believe at this point in time that Conan was pissed too that they wouldn't let him do a ring entrance with Puma from downstairs because he had to take his broken hip all the way down the temple steps. And
that's
every time he would get to the ring, he would already be in the worst mood because he was in great physical pain. He's had 2 surgeries since then, by the way, the second of which was successful enough for him to actually get back in the ring a little bit.
He's gearing up for that loser leaves town match at Triple Mania, one of the Triple Manias. Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I think he really 2020 was supposed to be his year for one more little run, and he got screwed by COVID just like everyone else. But that might have been a good thing. Let his hip rest up. I hear he's back in the gym a little bit every now and then. So, maybe.
Yeah, it's like wait until you can pop a crowd and sell more tickets, Yeah.
So we'll see. But anyway, I thought that was a funny part of this match. The spring up flip off the gate. The other thing I noticed with both these matches, actually, the performers, this is the point in time when the not only has the crowd come around and they're really part of the character of the story, but the performers have learned how to interact with the crowd. And they trust the crowd too. The crowd has learned enough and become smart enough for the most part that you're starting to see guys flip off the grates and whatnot and sit on, audience members' laps and stuff in some of these spots and not be afraid to work the crowd. Like you've seen.
I think they honestly though, Justin, with the waivers we signed, they probably legally could have killed us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely could have. But you also see that the security
by a hammer.
The security guards are a little more scarce. They're not moving people out of the way. The audience is kind of taking care of themselves, and the smart marks in the audience are kind of helping the newbies along as well. And there's several spots here and a couple of the great flips and audience things that are happening now at this point in time that become a lot more a part of Lucha Underground, where the performers really trusted, and people would, for the most part, get out of their way and learn how to move and take bumps from the guys if they got in their area and whatnot. But
if they didn't,
we would mercilessly laugh at them like, you're a big dummy.
Mil Muertes killing that one guy is still a highlight.
The Ice Temple, however, was a whole nother thing because I don't know whose idea it was, but the floor chairs, they tied them all together.
Yeah.
So if you would have to move all the way out of your row. You couldn't just move a chair and move back and split. You couldn't part the Red Sea. Mm-hmm. You had to get all the way out. So you would see these migrations. And then there was that one section that turned into a bowling alley for 4 or 5 episodes in a row. And fans were getting macked and crushed and whatnot. And I think they put the kibosh on using that as the bowling alley anymore. But anyway.
See, part of going to a Lucha Libre based show is accepting death. And that it can come at any time.
Speaking of accepting death, Casey.
Yes.
I know that you are a fan of death matches. I happen to like a few of them myself, throw a guy through a windshield, a board full of nails, fall off a giant scaffolding, flames.
Light tubes.
It's a shame that some people use the term so liberally, Justin.
I mean, but we've got a great death match coming up. No, this was, and they kept. I feel like even Stryker was making fun of it at one point, where Stryker is it's been billed by the promoter as a death match because there's one big spot.
No offense to the wrestlers involved, both of which I love and respect more than most people in this universe.
It was a great match.
This wasn't even a hardcore match, bro.
No, it was like this
wasn't even a 24/7 title match, bro.
It wasn't like even ECW rules. It was just like a basic DQ.
It was like a Hell in a Cell because they don't do anything in them now. They put the cage down.
No, or they do one, half a table spot from halfway up the ladder, which is lower than the top rope. That's typically the Hell in a Cell spot now, just so they can have a highlight of somebody crashing through a table. Like, you should have watched last night because you missed.
I gotta say though, it sucks in hindsight when you're there live and you still think something cool's gonna happen. You're still pretty hyped. I'm just saying, I was really
the big
disappointed.
spot in this match was big. It was good. Billing it as a death match was a misstep. And who knows? Maybe was that because did you think they tamed it down because of Pero?
No, I think it's because DJ's never seen real death matches before in his life. We need to ask him about that if he ever comes on our show after this episode.
Oh, come on. I'm sure he watched at least a little bit of ECW.
Hey, the Cerro Miedo match was a death match.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And the Hell of War and what was the kill shot? Hell of War was the Marty the Moth one, right?
No, Hell of War was the kill shot.
That was the kill shot
with,
and AR Fox one. What was the Marty one?
Gears of War.
No,
I don't know. There was some other Marty.
I don't know, but I had
gruesome too.
I had like a tank or like machine guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
And no one used. Okay, look. Writing 101. I'm just saying. Have we all heard of Chekhov's giant machine gun?
Yeah.
If there's a giant machine gun, somebody better fucking use it. And I don't mean to just hit somebody with it. No one was shot with that machine gun.
Yeah.
Or shot at least,
What they should have done
is
they should have done a spot or announced that all bullets have been taken away.
No.
Or they could have done a shot where one of you guys got shot.
But there's one bullet hanging
in the
from
crowd.
above the ring.
You got to get a ladder to get the one bullet
and then you have to use it.
But they also had bombs. They had like nuclear bomb, like jokey props.
Well,
Dude,
calling this a death match too might have been a mistake because I think that Phoenix thought that meant he had to take the chair shot unprotected for absolutely no reason when it was set up perfectly to put his hands up.
Phoenix thought he actually had to die in this match.
Why take the chair shot that way? In this day and age, nobody, especially if you're not trying to get color, he didn't even lean into it the right way.
I'm telling you, Justin.
Unprotected
they were all doing it.
We got about 50 of those coming from Cage in the coming episodes. So
true.
Yeah,
they were all doing it in Lucha Underground.
Yeah,
I did not understand. But even if you're going to take it, you still put your head into it a certain way. Like he leaned back and just took it right on the front, like the worst way you could take a chair shot. Just like I didn't even like seeing it, and I like some seriously violent, brutal stuff.
He was voted most likely to literally break his face 2 feet in front of me, which really happened. Dude. Okay, so we gotta talk about the finish, though. Okay, you guys have hyped it. Okay, so they're brawling through the crowd. Nothing happens. And then he's like, "I'm gonna throw this motherfucker to the ground." And then you're like, "Oh, cool. He's gonna fucking throw him off of something, and he's gonna die." And then you're like, "This delivers on a death match at least." Then he just power bombs him through the thingy. Anticlimactic, but cool looking.
Cool-ish looking. I feel like he didn't realize he could step out further off the main platform. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like he didn't mark his spot.
It's
quite right because Phoenix had to twist to go through it.
Here's the thing. They're like this, and that spot was like this.
Right. It was it was at a 90-degree angle, which is
it's the boss beaten thing.
But that's the thing. It was both of those panels were actually breakthrough. And he could have stepped out. He could have stepped out further on the triangle one. So you're supposed to just throw him straight forward, from what I understand. And I think I was talking to who was that guy that used to help Roach and DJ? Stolman, yeah. I believe he was the one that told me that there was more breakaway there and he could have thrown him out further. But I think he was also worried about him going through and into the wall on the other side if he did that.
Because it was a small little closet
straight down. Yeah. So,
which I thought it was funny that Marty didn't have the key.
That was funny.
there's something that was different when we were there live.
A lot of editing towards the end here, it felt like to me.
Well, yeah, because originally what they did is they had the disciples drag him out. Mill hits him with the flatliner and pins him. And then the disciples drug him back out to do God knows what kind of rapey shit to him. And they ended up cutting that from the episode because I don't think they knew how to get Phoenix out of that situation.
Interesting.
It looked cool in the moment to have them carry him off.
Yeah, because they took him out like he was crucified, like they brought him into the ring too. And yeah,
I feel like a lot of the battle up to the top.
That was Razor Ramon falling off the shelf, by the way.
I feel like a lot of the battle up to the top got trimmed down as well. They kind of almost teleported up there. They got up there very quickly.
It's also Ravishing Rick Rude falling off the shelf. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Careful, Rick. It's an upper. For fuck's sake, Steve, it's an upper body business. Okay.
Now, see, that's where you need double jointed hips so he can do the thing.
Yeah. He's got
do the wind up.
He can't do side to side hips. It's kind of fucked up.
Well, he did have that back, you know.
Well, that's what Lloyd's of London knew, at least.
Yeah, he was fine the whole time. He wanted Bischoff to pay him off so he could.
I don't know. Did you ever see when he injured himself when he fell on that fucking turntable thing?
Yeah,
that looked pretty legit to me.
That was that was awful.
I liked this lick of death though, and not for the obvious reasons, but because of the fact that it wasn't all sweaty face, it was mostly mask, and that made me feel a lot better about it. For some reason.
She got a little bit of nose too, which means like she might have gone a little up it. He's
a funny person.
I'm better with that than like when she gets one of the guys that's just pouring sweat and they're just sticky and gross and matte and everything, and it's just so not hygienic.
It's worse
not that it's not sexy; it's that it's not hygienic.
She had to do it to Drago, covered in all the drool and tongue slime and shit, and the makeup.
And paint, and makeup. Yeah. Oh, so gross. But she didn't seem to mind, so whatever. I guess that's on her. This is also one of the first times we get a post credits full. Have we had one? I think we've had one before, maybe.
We get a post credits and a literal murder for the first time on the show.
Yeah, so we get a full post credits murder of Baal.
Okay, real talk, guys.
Let's do it.
In real life, you're nominating Cortez Castro. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Just he was the guy in the middle, so the guys on the sides are like, their chances are better if we each grab an arm. Otherwise,
I mean, the real question is, who did B-Boy piss off?
Yeah,
he hasn't exactly had a good run here in Lucha Underground in general.
They re-gimmicked him, which a lot of people don't know about. They gave him that awesome pirate gimmick that other people didn't like, and I thought was wonderful. And then, I go to the show. I bought a bunch of eye patches so we could support the pirate gimmick and gave them to a bunch of the fans. And then it turns out, and then people are like, no, dog, Benny's in CZW right now. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And he's like, he says, wear them anyway. And I'm like, they're going to cut us out of every shot if we do that. What the fuck?
Yeah, Evie Dub still likes to give us shit about that. Like he thought it. I'm pretty sure Evie Dub was the one who canned that whole gimmick. That was just like that was dreadful. I hate pirates.
Imagine a walk the plank match. It's not rocket science.
I can completely imagine it. I feel like Evie Dub had a bad night on Captain Morgan's one time and just can't stand pirates now. I think it was all Evie Dub. Might be the one thing we can actually
we need to take him to Disneyland and ride Pirates of the Caribbean and see if he starts getting like that 40-yard stare,
Oh,
no, it was
be careful because he's a shoot wrestler, man. Evie Dub can actually grapple.
Oh, okay. I don't want any oil checks happening.
He will.
My oil's fine. My oil's fine.
I think Evie Dub was just talking to his brother about work. And his brother's like, yeah, I'm just, doing so many Emmy nominated shows, blah, 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 blah. What do you have going on?
Oh, that's low.
I have the show. We have like a dragon.
Yeah.
We have
there's a fucking pirate in the ring right now.
Guy from the stars.
You're saying Matt was like, oh, you have a pirate? What is wrong with your life?
No, dude. First of all, okay, this is how they fucked up. This is how you fix the pirate gimmick. First of all, Byron, what pirates have we seen in wrestling? Usually we see Jean-Pierre Lafitte. See Paul Burchill doesn't count. We see Jean-Pierre Lafitte. We see the great Pirata Morgan, right, Byron?
Yeah.
What do they both have in common?
We don't talk about Pirata Morgan at the minute.
They're both missing eyes, okay?
Yeah.
What other handicaps can you work with a pirate gimmick? You can have a peg leg, sure, okay? But I'm thinking hook for a hand is what you work, okay? Because say you got a fucking pirate, right? And he's in the ring and he's all R-matey and shit, and then he goes to lock up with the opponent. Oh, fuck, blood everywhere. He just won the match because he just hooked the motherfucker. But they can't let him not wrestle without the hook because it's discriminating against the handicapped. So
he get caught on the ropes. Caught up in the ropes with his hook.
Yeah, you can run the ropes and be like, oh shit, god damn it. Because he's got to have one of those like really big like strap hooks that like wraps around the arm to stay on. He could do
Santino Morella's Cobra, but with the hook.
Byron, what was the point you were making about Matt Van Wagenen?
I forgot.
Who, by the way, if you don't know, is Eric Van Wagenen's better half brother or whatever that produces all the cool shows.
Eric Van Wagenen is like one of the greatest men that ever lived. Come on.
Which just makes Matt even greater than that. What was your point? What was the point you were making, Byron?
I was just gonna say EV Dub's talking about a show, and he's like, "We got dragons. We got a guy who's a dragon. We have a guy who's literally from the stars in the sky. Our commentator is sort of a vampire, sort of
kind of
a hipster rockabilly guy." Sort of Uncle Fester, and then Matt goes, "What's next? Do you have a fucking pirate, you loony bin?"
And he looks out the office window and sees the pirate in the ring right then. God damn it!
Cans the pirate gig. Okay, that makes sense. Look, it's a sibling thing, man. Sibling rivalries go that way.
God damn it, dude! The pirate. Oh, dude, it was so good. His name was like something Barbosa or something. It was way too close to Pirates of the Caribbean, whatever it is, but it was kind of cool.
Who do you think came up with the pirate gimmick?
Bale.
He did it himself, you think, or was that Roach?
I bet it was Bale because he was having fun with it, and I bet he's like, I got to wear a mask. I don't want to wear a Lucha mask because they've already seen my face.
You know what it could have been, Byron?
I think it was Roach.
It could have been like this was the first time they were giving Stolman a gimmick. And then they just gave it to him just for the purpose of shitting on it.
What movie did Chris Roach write?
That's like one of Vinny's tryouts.
What movies did Chris Roach write?
Yes.
He wrote a Liam Neeson movie called Nonstop. He wrote Fantasy Island. He wrote Truth or Dare.
What was that second one?
Fantasy Island.
Where do pirates bury their treasure? Island. I rest my case.
In the booty?
No, on islands, bro.
Oh,
Treasure Island.
Islands. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Fantasy Island, Treasure Island. I get it. I thought it was a butt thing. Who knows? Anyway,
so that's your fantasy.
Safe play on the show.
I don't know why you would think I would ever bring up something that disgusting on the show.
Let's take a quick break.
I'm quite offended.
I want to come back and talk about my favorite panda.
Sexual harassment panda.
Not that panda, the other one.
They need to. I can't believe they tagged.
Panda Express.
They got to fight each other, but we should do it after the break. Do you want me to press the button again?
Oh, yeah, Byron. I thought we already went to the... Let's come back and talk about the panda. Press the button.
Ready? And here we go.
If you're listening to this and you haven't visited luchacentral.com, it's time to do it. LuchaCentral.com is the online home for Lucha Libre, where you can get all of the top news in English and in Spanish. Find the best curated video content and original content not seen anywhere else. Find when Lucha Libre events would be happening in your area. Find photo galleries from top photographers covering Lucha Libre around the world. From weekly polls to annual awards. Seen and read by top executives in all of the major Lucha Libre promotions across the globe. And on top of that, it's free. LuchaCentral.com, your centralized place for all things Lucha Libre.
And we're back. Look, guys, I want to just show you something. I've had AEW on since we started our podcast, and people say our podcast is too long, but here's the thing about AEW Dark. It's too long because it's still going. It was barely halfway through. I'm fast forwarding to something specific now. It's 2 hours and 46 minutes this week.
Yeah, but Justin,
Justin.
We didn't do a Wall of Fame this week, bro.
No, I just did a Wall of Shame. You want to do a Wall of Fame?
Yeah, I'd like to add myself to the Wall of Fame.
What? Again?
For tweeting Tony Khan like a month ago and saying, oh man, I thought this was Ultimo Panda getting to wrestle on Dark, and it was just 10 from the Dark Order. I'm very disappointed. Hashtag Cody fears Ultimo Panda. And look at it now. Ultimo Panda's on the show. You're welcome.
I will say, look, there's honestly something to that. If you like performers, put it out there. If you see something great on a show, put out a tweet, put it on social media, because honest to God, there are people out there watching and listening. Now, maybe they're listening to Casey a little more because he's he's the professor. He's got an educated opinion. But I'm telling you, like, look, after that Top Flight match this week, I was right about tweeting it because I want those guys to stay on TV. I think Top Flight is amazing for their age, their skill level, for their in-ring storytelling ability. I was absolutely enthralled with their entire thing.
Hey, Wall of Fame of Jack Evans and Angelico for carrying them to that position.
And they're another one too. I think they're gonna get a better push now because of the fact that people like us and other people are complaining about it. And look, social media goes a long way. Look at Drake Maverick, Spud, whatever you call him.
Oh, I thought you meant Jimmy Brooks and Degrassi. You know, the one that got shot in the spine.
Look, you put out the right thing on social media, or you get enough hype, and it tracks. It matters, and those are the fans that these guys want. So yeah, and maybe your tweet got the Panda on. You know what I think is really cool about Ultimo Panda? This guy who used to carry bags for him, I think maybe he carried his bags to this show too. He was on Dark last week, or no, he was on the main show last week, and in the crowd. And I noticed that what is that guy's name? The fat Italian guy that helped
Tom DeLuise.
Yeah, like Tom DeLuise or something. Anyway, this pizza eating guy, he knows the lyrics to Judas better than Ivelisse.
Oh,
how is that possible?
That's praiseworthy.
Some guy who carries bags for a panda shows up one time in the crowd and knows more of the lyrics to Judas than Ivelisse, who's been there forever.
I have it on good authority that man carrying the bag is carrying around a huge ball bag, and that's what you need to know the lyrics to Judas.
Oh, and he's probably got a hot wife too. But I'm just saying, like, it's not so much the fact that guy is awesome. What I'm saying is that Ivelisse isn't.
Oh.
Like how? No, but come on. Like play along. Everybody in the crowd, faces and heels. Jericho's a heel.
Yeah, well, you know what's
Sing
funny
along
is
with him.
Diamante doesn't know the lyrics either, but at least she's smart enough to put the fucking bandana over her face so you can't see that.
And she bops her head around a little bit or something. Evie just no-sells it, and she's always like dead center in the shot every time. I'm like, first of all, your cameramen suck. Like, just learn how to film an entrance. Stop cutting away from high spots and stop showing crotches of the female performers or Sunny Kiss, by the way.
Byron,
who apparently the camera guy thinks is a female performer.
Kayfabe in our show chat. Fuck.
What?
Oh yeah, come on.
What?
And then I don't know, man. Every single time Jericho comes to the ring, they get a dead center shot of Evie no-selling the entire entrance, and it's just like, wow, you're really taking the steam out of this for me, Evie.
I don't know.
Along.
I appreciate that on a level of what if they're in a control room and Jericho's about to come out and the director's like, we're taking bets. Who thinks Evie learned the words?
Okay, we're turning it into a drinking game,
guys. I gotta be on Evie's side here.
Okay,
let's be real. Fozzy sucks.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I actually
blasphemer.
I was getting into Judas because I get into the wrestling entrance musics, and I sent the song.
Green Day fan talking.
It's just whatever. But like, I sent it to one of my friends, and they like sincerely, they weren't trying to bust balls. They were having a conversation. They're like, "Oh, this is funny, right? This is like a gag song, right?" I'm like, "No, it's not even called Fozzy Osbourne anymore. It's like legit.
Byron.
It's like, I saw the music video. It looked like it was a joke."
As a Green Day fan, does that mean that Dustin Rhodes has your favorite music out of the whole roster?
No, it's totally a brain stew thing. I even tweeted with their music guy about it too. Wow. But that wouldn't be what I would choose for entrance music.
Look, whatever, every single song on the last Fozzy album is better than whatever Keith Lee comes to the ring with now.
He wrote his most recent one. Now he takes the trash talking person, the insults personally.
He wrote the song.
It's terrible. I would tell giant ass Keith Lee to his face and probably die for doing it that it's terrible.
Can we just give him Marcus Corvon's old music? Because that was the shit.
Just give him Somebody Call My Mama. They've used it enough. It's always over.
Yeah, well, I can't stand it. Anyway, so what is super cool about this is that it's Panda Express versus Jurassic Express. Yeah. And Ultimo Panda got on Dark and with Super Panda. The commentary is hilarious. The work rate is tremendous. Take the use of the word tremendous however you will. No, I love the Panda spot where he runs back and forth and blows up. That's just one of my favorite spots in the world. And
so great.
If they could only somehow, he's probably dead, but get the skeleton and reanimate it in a Weekend at Bernie's type style. If they could find Pandita from FMW and make it a trios team, they will win the non-existent trios championships.
Now, does anybody know if the Panda got a contract or does he have to go back to China?
Oh, I don't know. I hope he has his own visa or something so he could stay here.
Well, I'll have to reach out to the Panda. I believe I have his personal email address somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Panda really no-sold me hard on Twitter this one time.
Ooh,
yeah. but it's okay. I got him booked on the show anyway.
I think Ultimo Panda, who is a friend of the show, deserves this spot. And I was very.
And to be real, there's no way Tony Khan ever saw my tweet because I have a locked private account. I don't think he could even read my tweet. Maybe because he was added in it, he could, but I don't know.
If you add him in it, he can see it.
I thought.
Then yeah.
I thought Ultimo Panda though was the best part of the match too.
It was great. To delete now.
I hope he's back. I hope he's allowed to fight like non-overly gimmicked wrestlers on the show.
He's a great base. He worked really well with Jungle Boy Jack there, which was funny because I believe that he knows Madelson and has worked with Madelson before. I don't know if he's worked with Jungle Boy Jack before, but those two worked together the most in the match, and they did great stuff. The
Panda, bleep that, please. Please bleep that.
Thanks, EB Dub.
And okay, that's it 147.07. Bleep that. So the Panda probably has worked Madelson before, and that's why he's like, fuck it, I'm working the other guy.
I love how you want to protect your kayfabe there by outing Madelson for the sloppy, crazy worker that he can be sometimes. But honestly,
I believe that on your TV over your shoulder
I believe that Madelson has gotten much better. And it's funny because at the last season of Lucha Underground, I saw him backstage a couple times and talked to him a few times. And I'm pretty sure, because I know he listened to the show for a while, pretty sure he still has heat with me over some of the stuff we said about him early on.
Honestly, I was meaner than you were. He probably really wants to fight me. And
here's the thing. I think he gets a little bit of, like, he takes it personally. He gets a little bit emotional. I mean, we saw him with his arm in a sling after he got his head cut off on the show, and he looked sad that he was murdered on the show he wanted to still work on. But in an interview, he recently said, in like his first, or I was watching people, I was reading on Reddit, people were figuring out Luchasaurus, Lucha Underground all over again. But he thought like one of the chants instead of Luchasaurus or something, it was some sort of like, you're not a wrestler or something. Like he thought that there was some sort of trash talking chant to him, that he was so green in like his first match. And he was like super depressed about that.
And people were putting him over. Like it was a little bit of a joke with the Undersnaker chant and even the Luchasaurus chant. But look, I mean, it's turned into a lifelong freaking gimmick. Like, bro, it's wrestling. You just got to go with it. You got to feed off the energy and make it into something. And I think he did fine doing that. And look, here's the thing.
But Mundo convinced him to roll with Luchasaurus on the indies.
Yes. And that was smart. And he's really smart for, maintaining his friendship with Mundo and training with Mundo as well, because he's been able to incorporate, like even in this match, like the karate and Muay Thai stuff that he incorporated looked amazing. And his flippy stuff is pretty good.
Amazing or amazing for the Luchasaurus?
No, amazing when he does the front kick and it gets blocked. Then he tries to do the roundhouse and it misses. And then he comes back with the hook kick. It was dope. And he did the full extensions on him. He didn't half cock the leg or anything weird like that. Like it looked like something Kevin Cross would want to do. And might not even be able to do. It looked real good.
Like the diversion kick. It's like Shotzi might even do it too. It's like when you go for like a low kick and then you halfway through bring it back and then go for the head.
Yeah, it was dope. Like, but he did it full extension head height, man. That's not easy to do. That's like hard from Muay Thai, and it's even harder when you're trying to control, not knocking somebody completely out for real.
It's all good. You're a giant. Just chop someone in the forehead. It's fine.
I liked it. Other AEW stuff. You'll like this, Casey, but maybe you won't. I thought John Silver and Hangman might have had the best match this whole week.
It was all wrestling. John Silver because hashtag Hangman sucks. But you know what? If Hangman was a pirate, if John Silver was Long John Silver,
well, he does have a pirate name. I don't know. That match did more to get Hangman over to me than anyone has done in the last 4 years.
I thought it was great. Hangman is still a work in progress. But John Silver got to show like he has a good work rate. And I think they were deadlifting each other on their suplexes too.
Yeah, like, they need to steal from PWG and have John Silver and Cage face off and do those strength spots to really,
Yeah, but it was great. And also just letting Silver shine a little bit, the whole wrestling at it.
There.
Yeah, well, speaking of Cage, what is not letting Cage shine is any amount of mic time ever. Oh my God. And believe me, guys, I'm not saying this because I dislike Brian Cage. I actually really, really like the guy. Yeah. He is the nicest guy in the world. He is an amazing performer. He rules, dude. He went to the Ricochet School of Promo Cutting. It's horrible.
So
let him speak. Maybe Justin, maybe the motherfucker should let his mouthpiece talk for him.
Okay, so here's I have two things. One,
just another victim.
I love that
of the human suit.
I love the Kangen tributes, and I always love that he pays respect to Kangen, his trainer. Kangen was awesome, and so like he throws out the who better, and it doesn't really make sense a lot of the times, but I love it. Keep doing it. But also, like, you have Ricky Starks out there just cutting a promo, letting loose, and then he goes, "Tell him, Brian." And Brian's like, "We're good wrestlers."
Exactly, bro. It was like it caught him so off guard. Like, oh my God, am I supposed to say something? He's half stumbling over his words. Then he just goes to his catchphrase. It's like, wow.
And then, first of all,
not going to work yourself into the top of the program that way.
If anyone in a wrestling promo ever says, "Tell him" in your name, the first thing that you have to do is a Road Warrior Hawk. And if you don't do it, you're a charlatan. And I'm using that word because Cage won't know what it means.
What's great though, they did
like, thanks for the compliment.
They did this segment without Taz. So Ricky Starks, who is the main player of Team Taz ever since the day he showed up, is cutting the promo. Cage gets the one line in barely, and then Will Hobbs is just standing there doing the one look he knows how to do in the ring. By the way, I love Powerhouse Will Hobbs.
Just Powerhouse Hobbs. No Will anymore.
I love him. He's also a work in progress, but I think he's great, and I love that he's in that spot. And he has that amazing, like, sort of snarl look.
Yeah.
But then it's also like the only thing he does. But that's fine.
Yeah.
Who's going to tell him not to? He's a big, tough guy.
Big Rick was the same way. They couldn't change his expression, so they had to put an eye patch on him. I mean,
it changed right there. It changed something. Look, I feel bad for Cage, but this is one of the things that we said a million trillion times on this show. managers, valets, mouthpieces, whatever, coaches, trainers, whatever you want to call them, it works most of the time.
Well, human suplex machines. Beat me if you can. Survive.
Like, I don't know how good Jake the Snake is doing as one right now, but Taz is doing great.
Jake's sick right now, dude. He's kind of fucked up.
I like Jake though, but I also like how Jake is working in Archer a lot more, which is great. Archer doesn't have to stand on his own.
Well, but Jake Archer's promo that was on Dark or whatever, the last Archer promo I saw, he was great on his own.
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy that probably doesn't need it.
Jake is so fucked up. They put him on oxygen, so he's like doing it between. Yeah.
So, but I think we had this conversation in Vegas after an FSW show, like Cage, because he took the mic. It was that Keith Lee Sami Callihan match, and like he took the mic afterwards and had a moment. Him and Sammy had a moment with Keith Lee because it was one of his first big show outs. And he actually isn't horrible, but he's just a one-note guy. He's a nice.
He has charisma. He does have charisma, but he doesn't have the performance ability.
And but also
know how to perform.
The character that he's doing in Team Taz and the big, punishing brute type of character, it goes against the grain of his personality.
Well, they should stop making him look like. I know, but they should stop making him look like so much of an athlete. Like Taz's original FTW presentation was he is an athlete, but he's this gritty, grimy, street thug athlete. Yeah, and like I think
Cage is the nice boy who played computer games, read comic books, and turned into a jack dude.
But I think they could do it with Cage.
Cage murdered Lorenzo Lamas. They could bring that up once in a while, and people would be like, "That piece of shit killed the Renegade."
They could. You know who else? I'm almost reticent to say. I believe that Anna Jay is reticent. That's a big word for a mulatto, isn't it?
Okay, first of all, not going to say.
I'm sorry. I meant to say quadroon. Is that better?
I don't know if that's better.
Well, I figure we're in a quadrant, so it made sense.
Is that a racial thing or a grid thing?
Anyway, Anna Jay.
Yes.
I think she's got something. I never noticed it before, but I think
okay, JR.
Her match on not something I think she has. I think she actually has some ring presence. I think she actually has some ring skill. I think they could make something out of her. And I've been looking at the women's roster over there, and I'm like, dang, is there anything to Ty Conti? Is there anything to who's Kip's girl? What's her face?
Penelope Ford. Yeah, she's good. She does good flippy shit.
No, Penelope's okay, but I feel like there's something there with Anna Jay that they need to do something with. What?
I feel like what you do is you bring in Fabi Apache like you did for that Battle Royal.
Yeah.
And you just have her potato the shit out of everybody until they learn how to work. It worked for AAA. Yeah. It'll work here.
I think Anna's been doing a good job working though. I think her last couple of matches have been good.
She's been around like a year or so.
They're hiring girls that have barely wrestled. Is the problem.
I think she's in a great spot. I mean, she came out and she looks great and she can wrestle a little bit. And then she still loses her first match, even though she looked like a bigger star than Abaddon, or Abaddon, or
no, you said it right.
Abaddon, by the way, is fucking awesome. I'm glad she's getting a program with Shida. But they have Anna Jay come out and lose, which makes sense. But then she does the Dark Order stuff. So now she gets to do character stuff. She gets to be shielded a little bit. They give her the 99 Wayne Gretzky tribute, the great one, and the Queen Slayer thing.
You know that's not what the 99 means, right?
It's what it means to me.
Oh no, it's a boobs reference, Byron.
It still means the great one to me. And
Byron shock. Byron needs some more Andy Sedaris movies in his life.
Anyway, so I think what they're doing is great, but I also think like they had to work overtime to get her to be any kind of a contender versus Shida. I think she's years away, but yeah, definitely there's something there.
Well, the whole division is years away. That's the biggest part of the problem. But I'm just looking for places where they can expand on it. I think she's one of them. I mean, it's nothing that deserves a huge push right now, and I think they're kind of doing it the right way. But at the same time, what they need to do is the problem is the fact that the guys booking this thing are the guys who are used to the 20-minute classic, the Kinneys, the Young Bucks and whatnot. Like, you can't be putting these girls in 15-minute matches. Put them in 5-minute matches.
How about the Acclaimed right now? I love those guys.
No, they're good.
All this shit. He's not the best freestyler, whatever.
But that's good. That's good. If they keep doing that the right way, then not being good.
Oh, dude, fucking Max Caster, that guy rules, dude.
It's awesome. And then they had the shot where he's doing it, and then the tag partner sat down on the steps and just cracking up the whole time. Oh my god, those guys are great.
Yeah, dude. I agree.
You know what I realized? I realized that Darby Allin is 21 Pilots. It's like you're killing. He looks hard as hell, but at the end of the day, it's still a pop song.
Mm-hmm. God damn it! First of all, your Cody bias is speaking again. Second of all,
yes, it is.
Darby Allin fucking rules, and he's named after G.G. Allen, so he's got to have some kind of fucking turd.
Does it mean he's
capacity.
He's gonna bleed and pee all over the crowd?
Does this mean?
Please, they need it. Maybe Evil East will be able to sell something for once in her life.
Wow, that's amazing. I love what you did with that. Go ahead.
Darby Allin is more AFI. He's more AFI.
I love AFI.
Mid-90s AFI.
I
and
do.
Then around 2000.
They got old fast, didn't they?
Yeah.
They got old. They got shit real quick.
Davey Havoc became Danny Havoc real fast.
I did like Darby's thumbtack blazer.
That's a dope idea. Yeah, that's a dope idea. And they used it for one spot, which was dope.
So. Yeah, though, if he was a real man, he would have worn it inside out.
Oh, he'll do that one day. He'll just flip it inside out like, I can take it. Anyway.
I really wish that the figure that they were making of Darby came with the TV title. Also, I wish that they had the TV title on Cody.
Also, I wish that the figures from the series before that were actually available so I could get the shittier non-boss fight Lucha Bros.
Yeah, I wish that series 2 was available. They never made it to Walmart, did they?
They made it to some, but that means they never make it to ours. The East Coast gets shafted on all Walmart shit. I mean, the West Coast. The East Coast. If you're in the Southeast, you probably are swimming in those figures right now.
Arkansas, baby. That's where all the stuff goes first.
Florida seems to get the AEW stuff pretty heavy too. It's almost like they check up on it.
Yeah, it's that weird mid-South area that seems to get all the stuff first, but I don't know why. I mean, it's probably Bill Clinton's influence with Walmart. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, okay, so we're pretty sure at this point in time,
blowjobs and the Lucha Bros. Yeah,
exactly.
Who doesn't?
But who doesn't?
We're pretty certain at this point in time that Moxley is dropping to Kenny Omega at Winter is Coming, which is the only reason why they scheduled it, because AEW actually takes a Christmas break and Moxley's probably going to go on paternity leave, right? He's going to drop this belt, right?
Oh, that's what they make you think. Look.
I think, I mean, I think
it would really be a swerve to leave it on him at this point, right?
But they have a rubber match. Sort of a rubber match.
It would suck, dude. I am so sick of Mox as champion. He has the same, I get the shit beat out of me, but I win. Oh, look, my opponent's always more interesting and fun than me, but they never win.
But this has been in for 10 years.
Well, and there's some attacker. Some attacker thing going on here.
He's literally the most boring wrestler. When everybody got excited about him going to AEW, I was like, why?
I'm digging it. I like Moxley a lot.
How disappointed would you be if his attacker was actually Cross and Cross had jumped ship from WWE already?
There's only one acceptable attacker, and that's the attacker.
Rikishi.
That's the attacker of our hearts, Minoru Suzuki, and they're not going to do it because they're cowards and they won't bring Minoru Suzuki.
That would be so amazing if Suzuki came down.
That's right, Tony.
And it's possible because Tony Mage is Mage. What's his first name? Harold Mage is gone. Midge.
It would be better if it was
gone, so
it's pronounced May, Byron. It's pronounced May. I didn't know who the fuck you were talking about.
But I think it would be great if Cross's contract had a couple outs like Force the God, and then he slipped in there, dislocated shoulder. Contract Nolan
having to relinquish a title due to an injury.
Right. If I have to relinquish a title within 48 hours of winning it, then I get to jump ship. No, I have a feeling he's going to be back. maybe Rumble, maybe sooner. I'm pretty sure he's fully healed at this point and ring ready, and he's kayfabing the crap out of me on a return. So I'm pretty sure that means he's going to return any moment now.
You never answered my tweet about the Kurgan action figure.
So,
and I'm not talking about Kurgan the wrestler. I'm talking about Highlander.
He's actually gone and lost a load of weight, so now he's 205. So he's going to be on Friday nights.
No, that'd be terrible. Oh
they
my
need
God.
Him, they need him on Raw for those 3 hours. For
I think I imagine, honestly, I don't know if I see Cross coming back to NXT. I would love for him to come back to NXT. I'd love to see him do a solid year there. But at the same time, boy, Raw could certainly use him. Like, Raw isn't bad, but
like Byron said, you get 5 minutes for the segment out of the entrance alone.
And
you don't have the Taker around anymore.
You need it on Raw because, dude, honest to God, every major player from the top of the middle card up is doing 3 segments every week now to fill that show. And it's working, and they've got the right people doing it. But at the same time, how long can that last? They're going to have to keep pumping fresh blood into Raw to keep it being anything at 3 hours long.
And Cross is a guy who could do 3 different segments in
easily.
Match.
I mean, he was doing 3 at NXT. He was taking time away from other people.
You guys think that they're also pumping fresh blood into Vince McMahon to keep him alive, like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons?
Oh my God! Did you see him for the Undertaker thing? That was more frightening than anything the Undertaker ever did. That was like Vince McMahon was the one who did the sit up that time.
And I've been through the Undertaker haunted house.
Can they embalm you before you die? Is that what happened? Pre-embalming?
You could try and see what happens.
It's actually somebody in a flesh suit.
All right. Well, here's the moral of the story for today. Pandas rock, right?
My dog is an asshole.
Your dog is an asshole. Don't send unsolicited pictures of your wang, right? Buy Cholo's merch.
Or hit him up on the DM too.
Buy Manscaped for those solicited dick pics.
Buy Manscaped, please, and support the show if you want to.
Code MMM.
Code
Buy
MMM.
some boss fight figures. Because boss fight figures are amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Meef is never getting his Mando.
No.
And everybody on this show enjoys cutting off Byron.
And
I have a question. Are we
rest in peace, Diego Maradona, the greatest footballer of all time.
We got to get Kevin on the show to tell him to give us.
So until next time, stay calm and stay in the mix.